You have to push the button on your end, remember?
Hello. Welcome to our mystical YouTube live sale. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do that, guys. This was Paula's idea. This is what happens when you go to Spirit Halloween store the day after Halloween and just grab a bunch of costumes, and then Paula grabs one out, and this is what we're doing today. So, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. It is 1 o'clock in St. Louis. My computer does not say 1 o'clock. That is okay. Yes, Jenny Drack, this is a fantastic getup today. What are we drinking? All right, so we're going to get to all of that goodness. Okay, so today our theme is mystical and psychic and fortune teller based because we are talking about our stitchets. And so our stitchets are mystical crystal ball. I'm going to keep doing this with my hands. Like this feels like something I'm just going to do for the next hour. Okay. So, it's mystical because you don't know what you're going to be able to make with it. This is one of those programs where you get the pre-cut parts and pieces and triangles and squares, and every single person can make whatever they want with it, however the fabric sings to them, whichever direction they go to. That is why our stitchets are amazing. And so today we have a whole bunch of stitchets all around me. Like they're real deep. It is going to be a different sale today. So I'm actually going to get into the actual sale in just a minute. But let's see here. Yes. So yes, this is my costume today, gang. It's all of this lovely jewelry. I am very loud. So if it gets to be too loud and distracting, just let me know. We can, like, even shaking my head, like it's all good stuff. All right. So I always drink something fun and thematic. And so today's drink, I actually went to the store and I was thinking, so they make that Voodoo Ranger beer and I think it's pretty bad. So I was not looking forward to that. That was my backup plan, was a Voodoo Ranger beer. But what I actually got today was one of my favorites. And so I got a bead of Purple Haze. And so Purple Haze, because we're being very hazy today. Okay. So Purple Haze is made by a brewery in New Orleans called Abita. And so this, I can't even begin to tell you how much I love this beer. I drank this so much in college. Every time we go to New Orleans and visit, this is the first drink that my husband and I go to because we love the Purple Haze. You can usually only get it in New Orleans, but I was actually lucky enough to find it in the can here. Runs with Quilt says Purple Haze is amazing. You are absolutely right. This is pretty darn good. And when we go on retreat in New Orleans this summer, I guarantee you we're going to have this in the hotel. Like this is the jam. I love Purple Haze. It actually has, I was looking, a really low alcohol content. So it's pretty much like drinking water, but I think it's the swamp water they use that makes this so darn good. If you guys can find it, this is definitely an amazing thing to start with. Okay, here we go. All right, we've got people checking in. Don't forget, you guys have to register. So I know that Runs with Quilts, you have a new username. I would suggest going in and either dropping a message for what your old username was or re-registering. The only reason why we need you to register is some of you have names like Rachel. If I was to type Rachel into the Cotton Cuts directory, I think I'd pull up about 100 different accounts. So we would want to make sure that we connect your YouTube name to your account so we can make sure to get you your order after the show. All right. So let's jump into it. So today it is going to be similar to what we've done in the past, but a little bit different. Oh, it's Melissa Feldhaus. We got it? Yes. Good. Okay. All right. Good. So we're going to show you a couple of stitchets. And so for these stitchets, we're actually going to be combining multiple different combinations together into a bundle. And so they're going to be what we're going to call a duo and what we're going to call a trio. And so a duo has, I got to get to my list. It's under all this stuff here. So a duo has a mini and a super stitchet together from the same collection. And a trio has one quick, one mini, and one super. And so what we're going to do for all of these, so the duo, when you get a super stitchet is 400 pieces. And then a mini is 250 pieces. And so if you were to go to our website right now and buy a super and a mini, it would cost $100. But when we put them together for today, it's going to be $60. So you're going to get almost a free mini is really kind of what it works out to be. The trio, which is going to be the quick, the mini, and the super, is going to be, okay, I'm going to have to do some math. I just had some drink of beer. Give me a second. 600, 700. It's going to be 800 pieces are going to be in our trio. And it is going to be today $95. Normally it'd be $125 if you went to the website. We're going to add shipping to all that, you guys. We're doing exactly what we've done in the past. So I'm going to call out a number. The first people to comment with that number are going to claim it. You're going to get an invoice. You have 24 hours to pay. Everything will ship here on Monday next week. We are also doing our golden ticket again. And so Paula made one of our lovely golden tickets. One order is going to randomly receive this envelope in it, and it's going to be a $25 gift card to our shop for a future purchase. So that's only eligible to people that purchase. We are also going to be giving you 3 free patterns with every purchase. So that's automatically added to your cart. So only one of each. Jenny, I don't know what only one of each. I guess we'll come back to that when we start looking at each individual item. We'll come back to your question, Jenny, unless you can add one of each. Maybe we kind of need to go through it first and we'll kind of see what that looks like. I'm trying to describe a concept that we kind of probably need to see to go through. So 3 free patterns. And so each purchase is going to get 3 patterns. And those patterns are meant to give you guidance for potential layouts with your stitches. Don't follow the pattern, guys. They want you to cut a whole bunch of fabric and it's on a different size. And it'll be very frustrating if you try to force to follow the pattern. They're meant to be layout guidances for you. And so those are automatically added to your cart at purchase. Let's see, I got the golden ticket. Now, for those of you that don't know what the stitchets are these lovely boxes of pre-cut parts and pieces. And they're all from a singular collection. And so we usually pick between 4 to 8 different fabrics for each one of the stitchets. And then we die cut triangle strips and squares. And so I actually have our test model to kind of, if you've never opened one of these up, like you get a ton of parts and pieces in each one of these. And these are all die cut. They're all precision cut on our equipment, on our automation here. You also get some strips for each of the prints in the box. You get giant triangles. These actually, you can come up with so much creative shapes using this and then building the strips or the triangles or squares off this side. That's a fun shape to work into a design. We also have some quarter square triangles and some squares. So you get a ton of parts and pieces in each one of these boxes. Like I said, it's like 400, 250, 150 in each one of these boxes. Okay. So I'm going to take a breath real quick. Let's see here. There was a talk about shipping. So usually if your order is marked as shipped, it usually ships within a day or two. We've had some weather challenges here in St. Louis, unless it's a subscription. So when we're shipping our mystery quilts or our boxes, we pull those labels like a couple days early. And so next week, Clue 7 of Wild West is going to ship on Friday. But we're going to print those labels on Tuesday. So we do that because it takes almost a full day to print the labels. There's so many labels. It actually takes us a full day to print those labels. And then it'll actually ship on Friday. And so if it's a subscription, there might be a little bit of a delay between when the label is created and when it's shipped. But it ships on the day it's supposed to ship. Okay. I am going to actually, while I have everyone's attention before I get to the fun stitches, I'm going to show you what we're playing with our new die cutter. And so we have snippets, but we're going to make strip packs. And so stay tuned for these lovely guys. So this is Freebird. This is one of our most popular PMQ collections. And we're going to make strip bundles that have, this here has 40 strips in it that are going to come to you just like this. Stay tuned for pricing, stay tuned for shipping. But this is what we're working on today. So we're actually cutting the super valuable pieces and going to be sending those to you guys in coordinated kits like this. So you guys, since you're hanging with me today, you get to see this. First, this is going to be coming to the website soon. All right. Let's get into the actual orders. Orders, Paula. Okay, yeah, let's get into the actual stitches. Okay, so we're going to do these 2 collections at a time. I'm going to show you the collection. I'm going to show you I will show you. This is Paula over here in my ear going, I will show you 2 collections at a time. time? Is that good enough? So I am reminded, yes, thank you, Jason. So Jason, our retreats coordinator, is popping in. Thank you, Jason. Okay, yes, the costume is amazing. So we play a game at home. Dominic is our board game guy, and he loves this game called Mysterium. And you have to act as a ghost, and that's the same voice he uses as the ghost of the collections. Okay, let's just get to it, gang. Yeah, Paula, yes, sounds like a ghost. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, it sounds like a ghost. All right, we shall tell your fortune. Okay, so we're going to do this 2 collections at a time. I am going to show you what a duo looks like, which is the mini and the super, and then what a trio looks like. I'm going to go through both collections. Then I'm going to give you the number, comment with the number, and it is yours. Now, as we start, we have more. The longer we go, we might have just one of an item. So you need to be ready with your trigger fingers. If you know there's one you want, you definitely have to put that number in because it might be gone real darn fast. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Okay. So the first collection we're going to start with is chalk and charcoal. So this is a Christmas collection from Robert Kaufman. And so this is, I even need to remind myself what some of these are. Okay, so this is what a mini looks like, is this guy here. It comes in a cute little box like this. And then this is what the super looks like. And so it comes in a box like this. It has the squares and the strips in front, and then the back has all the triangles and all the other parts and pieces that you're going to need. So a duo is this. This is when I say we're doing a duo. There's these 2 pieces. It's 650 pieces from this collection. And the price for the duo is $60. So you get 650 pieces pre-cut for $60. Now a trio is going to add on a quick, which is this guy. And so this quick added into it is $95. So we're going to add that to it when we have the trio. And it's going to be all 3 of them together. So first collection is chalk and charcoal. We're going to come back to that with what the numbers are for that one in a second. I want to show you guys the second collection. And so this collection is super popular with our group because it has a sentimental connection. And this collection is Stronger Together. And so this is our breast cancer awareness collection. This is from Hoffman Fabrics. We use this in the Hope quilt. The Hope quilt looked absolutely amazing, you guys, with these parts and pieces together, because the reds and the pinks and that white, that like pinkish, it's actually a pink color here. This pink holds it all together so nicely. If you are a breast cancer survivor or have a breast cancer survivor in your family or network, this would be a fantastic project to get to be able to make them a quilt top that actually connects all of the hope and the symbolism that goes with breast cancer awareness. So those are our first 2 collections. So we're going to start first with chalk and charcoal. And so for chalk and charcoal, you're going to get the duo is a mini and a super. So it is this guy here. So there's only 1 set of this. And so it is going to be $60. The first person to put the number 1 into the comments will claim this. And so chalk and charcoal, this trio is a number 1. I'm going to give it just a few seconds. If you're watching us on replay and you like this, go ahead and comment. Joanna goes through after the show. And if she catches your comment, it wasn't sold during the live show, you will be a victor and claim this for your collection. Now, chalk and charcoal, you know, these numbers, they're all over the map on this page. So for the duo, which is the mini and the super, we actually have 4 of them. And so what you're going to do for the duo is you're going to put a number 2 into the comments. This is, we're out of order. It's okay. It's fine. So, why don't you just say duo or trio for chalk and charcoal? I'm just going to drink some more. I feel like that might make this a little easier. Here, hold on one second. For chalk and charcoal, we have 1 trio and 4 duos. All right, we're going to keep going. Hold on. Paula is giving me some direction behind the camera. It's very confusing. This is live television, gang. Okay, so we're going to do the Stronger Together trio. And so if you want the trio, which is a quick, a mini, and a super, which is the 600 parts and pieces, go ahead and put number 3 into the comments. So the trio is $95. We have one of those, gang. So the first person to put number 3 into the comments is going to win, is going to receive the Stronger Together trio. Now, if you like the Stronger Together duo, you want just a few less parts and pieces and you want it, yeah, I'm not sure what is being sold. Sandy, that is a fantastic question. Okay, so we're gonna take a step back, okay, because this is very confusing. And so we are gonna make this very, very, very simple. So what we are selling is stitches. We're just gonna do duos. Yeah, Kathleen, I'm confused as well. Okay, so we're gonna make it very, 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 very simple. So what we're going to do for, yeah, Beth Ann, I'm even confused. All right, guys, I get it. All right, let me get this back on track. So what we are going to do for stitches is we are just going to do duos. And so what that means is it's going to be a super and a mini of a given collection, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a super and a mini of a collection. I'm going to give you a number. If you comment that number, then you will actually be claiming it. And the price is $60 for that. And so what that means is you're getting a super and then a free mini today. If you were to go to our website later, and try and buy it, you would only be able to get a super for $60. But what we're going to do is throw in a free mini. And so Kathleen is asking what a stitch it is, what's a mini and a super. So we've covered that. I'm going to go ahead, since we're kind of resetting, we're going to come back to it. So a stitch it is a box with pre-cut parts and pieces, all from the same collection. So a super has 400 pieces of fabric in it. It is a combination of squares, of triangles, and strips. Then a mini, which is what you're going to get with the duo, a mini has 250 pieces in it. It's from the same collection, and it is triangles and squares and rectangles. And so what it's meant to be like, and I've always described a stitch it in the sense of it's like a general Lego box. And so you can go to the store and you can buy a Lego kit that's going to make this Star Wars spaceship. That's like buying a quilt kit at your quilt shop, right? You have all the parts and pieces. You have everything that you need to make it and all the instructions. But then you can also get that cute little box that has all the other Legos in it. It has different parts and pieces in it. And you can make whatever you want with it. And so you hand that to a kid, and this kid over here is going to make a grasshopper. This kid over here is going to make a race car. This kid's going to make a bird. That is what a stitch it is it's basically just parts and pieces that are pre-cut, and you can make whatever you want with it. And so by giving you 400 and 250 pieces, you're going to get 650 pieces of fabric that are already cut for you. You don't have to cut it at all. We even get the little like dog ears off those triangles. So when you sew it together, you're literally sewing and you're just assembling. And so, yes, Sean, the guy who shows, is fantastic at demonstrating what a stitch it is. And he has so much fun laying them out and putting them in different orientations. Okay, so with that, we're going to get back to the actual sell. And so what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you a collection. It is going to be, when I tell you a number, $60 for a super and a mini of that given collection. So you're going to get 650 parts and pieces. Each purchase that you make is going to come with 3 patterns to give you design inspiration, right? Not everyone is fantastic. I actually would really, 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 really struggle without some sort of guidance or direction or guidepost, because I would play with those parts and pieces for hours at a time. But what we're going to do is give you 3 patterns that you can use when you're putting these together. Okay. Is everyone clear on what's going on? We're also going to do our golden ticket. We do this every time we have a live show. So this is going to have a $25 gift certificate for one lucky person in their order. All right. I think I've got that. Is everyone back on track with me? I think we're good. So it's not necessarily a quilt kit like what you see in a quilt shop. It is literally a box of parts and pieces and triangles. Also, each one of them comes with a gift. So sometimes it's pencils, sometimes it's a ruler, sometimes it's a tape measure, sometimes it's a pad of notepad. You guys will see all of that as we go through it. So you're just getting a ton of awesome, awesome stuff. All right. Pat says we're good. Let's see here. Excited to see that. Yes, Rachel, we are going to get to the good stuff. Give me a second here. I'm going to take some of this purple haze, which we talked about earlier. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's New Orleanian. All right. All right, we're gonna make it work. All right, so the first two collections we started with, I've already showed you. Since we're resetting, I'm gonna show you again. So the first collection is Chalk and Charcoal, and this is a red and white and green collection from Robert Kaufman. Jennifer Sampo is the designer of this collection. She's been a longtime designer for Robert Kaufman. Inside of it, there's kind of it's an off-whitey. It looks kind of white on the camera, and it has red and 2 shades of green is what comes in this collection. Then we also have, as I talked about, the Stronger Together collection, which is breast cancer awareness. It was a collection put out by Hoffman Fabrics. In this one, you'll get a couple shades of pink, a couple shades of red, and away you go. So what we are going to do is we're going to start first with the Chalk and Charcoal. So you're going to get a super and a mini for $60. And so in this case, we're going to have 5 of them. And so what we're going to do is put number 2 into the box. So go ahead, and if you would like to purchase a super and a mini stitch it in Chalk and Charcoal for $60, go ahead and put number 2 into the comment box. And so this is the collections that you're going to get. If you're watching us in replay, feel free to laugh along as we've kind of had to restart the show, which is fantastic because we learn every time we do things. If you're watching us on replay, you can go ahead and put a 2 in. If there's any inventory left after the show, people will drop in and out all the time. And so Joanna will catch it. Just leave a comment and we will see if there are any left over for you. Don't forget to register because we have to have that information to send your invoice. All right. Next, we have Stronger Together, which is the pink batik collection for breast cancer awareness. We have 4 of these available, and we're going to use the number 4. So if you're watching and you would like to claim this, you will get a super and a mini for $60 if you put the number 4 into the comments. Again, if you watch us afterwards, or perhaps we get going down the road and you want to come back, go ahead and put that number 4 in. Joanna is standing by and she's going to get the first 4 people to put number 4 in. Okay, now we're kind of, we're going to go in we're going to look at 3 more. So the next is Sunrise Side. So this is by Minnick and Simpson from Moda. So Minnick and Simpson is a very, very popular reproduction. And I know when I say reproduction, a lot of people think old. Guys, these fabrics are actually on trend. If you hand this to a 20-year-old college student, they're going to think you're the coolest person ever. These colors, these collections are very, very, very popular and becoming more modern as time goes on. So our first collection for our next stitch it is Sunrise Side. Then we have Golden Touch by Sarah, and I'm not going to even pretend to pronounce this. She is a free spirit designer. This is her collection. So it's very earth tones, very neutrals, very artistic, very graphics. She's done a couple different collections for some mysteries for us recently. And so this is very much in her kind of everything blends together, artistic style, very soft. I do typically like Sarah's work, but because it's Arcs Tiles is the name of her company. And then the last of the 3 collections is from Zen Chic. I don't think Zen Chic has ever put out a collection that I did not like and appreciate, but this is from her Bluish collection. And so here we've got, it's got letter print, it's got some pencils, it's got some straight pins. This is Bluish and different shades of denim blue. All right, so what we're going to do is go back through. So Sunrise Side by Minnick and Simpson. If you would like to claim a super and a mini, which is 650 pieces for $60, go ahead and put in a number 6 into the comments. This is what you're going to get for $60, guys. This is a ton of fabric. I feel like if this was a Tula Pink kit, this would be like $400. And so, Kathleen's talking. Okay, so Manotha, you have captured, has grabbed a number 6. And so I believe we have 1 more left. We only have 4 of those. All right. Next up, we have Golden Touch. And so for this one, we actually only have 3 available. So if you do like Sarah Sapansky, make sure it says Sapansky of Arcs Tiles. Too many consonants, not enough vowels. So this Golden Touch is going to be number 8. So we only have, like I said, 3 of these available. Oh, it looks like all the number 6s are claimed. So Kim Petit has grabbed 8, Mary Willer has grabbed 8, and Southern Heiter has grabbed 8. So those are completely gone. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy that. And last in this grouping, we have Bluish from Zen Chic. And so we have 3 of these. If you put in number 10 into the comments, you are going to claim all of this fabric. This is 650 pieces for $60 if you put in number 10 into the comments. Again, if you're watching us on replay, go ahead and put in the number. It looks like Tink has claimed number 10. There is much conversation about your nickname, Tink, and so I would love to hear how you got that. Tink has claimed number 10. If you're watching us on replay, put number 10 in, and if there's any left, Joanna will get you all set up. All right, I gotta push some of these boxes away, guys. These are like bulky, clinky boxes. Okay, we're gonna do 2 collections next. So the first one is from actually a local fabric designer here to St. Louis. She owns a quilt shop, and she has been designing fabrics for a couple different manufacturers now. She's currently with Andover. And so this first one is Country Fresh from Sarah J. Maxwell. She's the sweetest person. I do like Sarah J a lot. This one, speaking of lanyard, this one comes with, I believe that is one of our tattoos is going to be included in this one. And so you're going to get a super and a mini stitch it for $60. No, it's Paula is telling me, no cutting. Your future does not include a rotary cutter. You just sit and sew. Or so the fates tell me, because that's what Paula's having me do today. Okay. All right, good. Kathleen, I'm glad that we were able to make you happy with that lanyard. The next collection is Shoreline. And so you guys, this one, I'm worried that these boxes aren't going to show you how absolutely cute this one's going to come with 8 different fabrics. And so this collection is Shoreline. Let's see here. In this case, you've got sailboats, you've got vacation homes. It's like such a pretty, like bluish, cool little scene collection. When I was cutting these, I was like, oh my gosh, I can make so much stuff with this. And then when we cut them up, they're super fantastic as well. And in this one, you're going to get some pencils. And of course, we've started to add into these kind of vintage throwback color challenge cards too. So you can make older blocks that have been retired a long time ago. Okay, so we're going to start first with the Country Fresh. It is going to be a super and a mini for $60. You're going to get 650 pieces of fabric. This one, there's actually 8 prints included in this one as well. And so if you would like to claim the Country Fresh, enter number 12. We have 2 of these in stock. And so we only have 2. I said, as we get longer in the show, the numbers get smaller and smaller. So go ahead and put number 12 if you would like to claim a Country Fresh. Again, if you're watching us on replay, put a number 12 into the comments and Joanna will hook you up. Then there's Shoreline. So we have 2 of these as well. Go ahead and put number 14 into the comments. If you would like a super and a mini, it's $60. I actually think a super and mini together is all of this, guys, if I am not mistaken. We've gotten a little out of sorts here, but if you would like the Shoreline, it is number 14. Again, if you're watching us on replay or you come back to the show afterwards, put in number 14, and there's only 2. Hello, Katie. How are you? All right. We're moving to the end. Now, for these guys, all of them but one, we only have 1 of. So as I go through it, if you really, 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 really want it, make sure you're ready, because the first person that I see and call out is going to be the person that claims it. All right. So the first one is going to be, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're starting with like this this is amazing. This was a lot of fun when we had it and we cut it. And so this collection is Field of Flowers. And so for Field of Flowers, it is this amazing floral collection. So Shirley in Alaska, her first time. Okay. So the stitches themselves do not come with patterns. That's kind of the whole shtick of it, is that you can make whatever you want with the pre-cut parts and pieces, whatever inspires you on your design wall. We are going to give you 3 patterns to give you some inspiration for layouts, but the layout is completely up to you. And Shirley, if you follow Sean, the guy who sews, he does a lot of work with stitches where he's laying them out on a design wall. He's actually very inspiring in what he's doing and creating with them. Okay, so back to this. So Field of Flowers. So in the Field of Flowers collection, you are going to get all of these for $60. It's included a super and a mini, and it looks like these guys come with pencils. You guys, this collection was just so much fun. I think there's actually, I think there's maybe 5 or 6 prints in these guys. Someone will correct me on that, but that's going to be one of ours in this grouping. Like I said, guys, that one we only have one of. So if you want that, you need to make sure you've got your number finger ready. Next, we have Orchard Grove, which is, I believe this is, I think this might be, I don't know who the manufacturer on this one is. Let's see here. Orchard Grove is Wyndham. And so in this collection, it is a very kind of, these colors, when I was looking at color trends for 2025, this like peach and green is an on-trend color. And so this collection is Orchard Grove. Again, for $60, you're going to get all 3 boxes. You get the super and you get the mini, included all in one. The next one is Land of Enchantment. This one we have 2 of. So you can kind of take a break if you think you want it. But again, we only have 2. So you definitely want to make sure you don't wait too long. And so this Land of Enchantment is these guys here. Looks like with these guys, you're going to get that awesome cotton cuts to-do pad. I feel like that's worth $60 in and of itself, guys. Like that little to-do pad. And with this collection, you're actually going to get 2 of them. And so like, that's amazing too, right? So this collection is Land of Enchantment. You get a super and you get a mini Stitch It for $60. I have 2 more to go and then we'll go back through. So we're going to do Summer Heats. And so this one is by Jason Yunter, but we've also put in a couple other items in here. And so this has got a bunch of orange prints in it. And so this one, it's not from a single collection. It's a special Stitch It. It's one that we created because we saw a bunch of fabrics that work together and we really wanted to create something fun. And so it's got a bunch of oranges. If you were looking for a summer quilt or even a summer bag, like this would be an incredible pool bag this summer as you put these fabrics together. Again, you get all of this pre-cut fabric for $60. We have 1 of those. And then I need the last collection, Paul, of these. The last one is another Sarah J. It's called At Day's End by Sarah J. Maxwell. And so this one is a more pastel version for Sarah J. But again, it's modern. It's kind of a blendery type fabric. You get 8 different prints in this collection. And we only have 1 of them. So we're going to go back through. And I'm going to make sure that when I tell you the number, that when you put it in, I will call out the first number that I see in the comment chat. And that's going to be the person that claims it. Because for each one of these, but the Land of Enchantment, we only have 1. So the first one up is going to be Field of Flowers. And so this like floral collection from Moda was a super popular modern maker box for us. This one is number 15. We only have 1 of this, so the first person to put 15 in is going to claim it. It is $60 for like all of this fabric, gang. All right, Pat Vizino, you have 1, number 15. All right, number 16 is the Orchard Grove. It is the peach and the green and the florals. So this guy, if you're ready, oh my God, Positively Stitched Rachel has already put in 16. She must be looking in the crystal ball to see that it's number 16. It is number 16. But guys, I'm going to keep you on your toes because I feel like we've got some like premature, like take her out. Like I feel like we need to call like a fault on that. If my kids were running track meet, there'd be like the double gun. All right, so I'm going to go out of order. And so I'm going to actually do the At Day's End here. And again, there's only 1 of these At Day's End. Really? Oh my God, Rachel. So yes, so that's why, you know, again, hold on. Let me do some more of that. All right, At Day's End. We only have 1 of this. This number is number 19, guys. So the first person to put number 19 gets to claim all of this fabric. Like, gosh, for $60, guys. 19, Southern Heiter. I really hope I am pronouncing that correctly. You'll have to excuse me. I've had half a beer and it is 1 o'clock on a Friday. Okay. Next up, we're going to do Land of Enchantment, which is now I'm all confused. All right. So we're going to do the Land of Enchantment, which is this guy here. And so this one comes with The comes with the actual pads of paper. Land of Enchantment, we have 2 of these. So the first 2 to put it in, the first 2 to put in number 17 are going to claim the Land of Enchantment from, I believe this is in the beginning, 17 to Rachel and 17 to Linda Gandara. Woohoo! All right. And then our last one is the summer bag that if it's not claimed, I will make for me. It is the summer heats. We have 1 of these. So the first person to put in the number 18 is going to win. If I was looking in the crystal ball, number 18. All right, Tammy Thacker, congratulations. Finally learning 10 key paid off. Yeah. we have the little 9 thing on ours here. I cannot work without it. All right. So I think that's it for me, guys. That is everything. So if you go back through and watch again, we had some collections, right? That if you put your number in, Joanna will figure out if there is any inventory left. I know we had a little bit of confusion at the beginning with the duos and the trios. We'll figure that part out for next time, guys. No worries at all. Thanks for hanging with us as we worked all that out. Don't forget, if you made a purchase today, you're going to get an invoice within the next hour and a half or so. Make sure you pay that within 24 hours. Everything will ship on Monday to you guys. And so it should arrive in a couple days at the end of next week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget your 3 free patterns. Paula is telling me what. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to join us in New Orleans for the treat. We'll have some purple haze. Jason is watching, so I am holding you to that. Jason, put that on your to-do list for today. Let's see here. Totally had a drool moment at a couple of times there. Yes, there's some fantastic stuff here, guys. Feel free to go back and watch us again. Kind of skip through the first 20 minutes when we were very confused. We will do better next time. I swear. It's a Friday. So with that, everyone, have a fantastic weekend. Stay warm wherever you are. If you live in the southern United States and that white stuff fell from the sky and stuck to the ground, it's okay. It's not going to kill you. It will melt. It'll be gone soon. I hope you guys get lots of sewing in and you guys have a fantastic weekend. And we will see you guys next week on Thursday for our regularly scheduled live at 9:30 a.m. Central. Thank you guys so much. Bye now.